I just don't understand anymore. I don't. It's every single time that someone is having a good time, we're all laughing. We're all trying to focus on helping someone. Or even when we bring the attention to you, you always seem to bring up something that is negative, that requires sympathy, that is just really sad and upsetting. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't vent. It's okay to vent. But there's always a time and place for everything. And it always seems like just when we handle a problem, another one arises with you. It's problem after problem after problem. And you just can't have a moment where you allow yourself to be happy. I don't know what's going on with you. It just feels like you make up all these issues only because we're focused on other people or we're having a good time that isn't about you and your situations. And then that's when you spring up a new problem. When does it end? When are we allowed to be happy? We've never had this many problems until you walked in. And like I said, I get it. If you're doing it because you want to be told that everything's going to be okay, that's fine. But at the same time, learn to enjoy the moment. Learn to have a good time with your friends and your pals. Why is it so wrong that we're just asking for a little bit of a moment? And then you say things like, oh, maybe I should just go, or maybe I'm just a burden. And then you draw attention to yourself in a very negative way. It's ridiculous. You don't have to be upset all the time. Because here's the thing, and here's the kicker. If you're generally doing this because you're seeking attention, know that most of the people that you call your friends, your pals, your family, they're only around you at this point just to make you feel better. And they're only your friends because they feel bad for you, out of pity. Is that really how you want to be making friends? And then you don't even know how to interact with them aside from feeling upset all the time. So now you've created a situation where you're forced to be sad. And then they think that you always have to be sad too. And then eventually, two things will happen. Either they get sick and tired of your shit, and they just abandon you. And let me tell you, they're not wrong for that. Because it's like, where does it end? Or they just keep you as friends until you need to solve another one of your mysterious problems, and then eventually you start to get overwhelmed by your own sadness, and then you stop talking to them. So an abandonment will always happen in this line because you expect to be abandoned. You only have these friends around you because you need people to give you sympathy, and you're using them. These people are an amazing people because they want to help you. They want to love you. They want to take care of you. And all you can think of is what they offer you. You're getting love in the most wrongest of ways. Trust that they love you. Trust that even if they're having a good time with or without you, that you matter to them too. Love is a two-way street. And with love comes trust. And you're always expecting people to just pull through for you every single time. It's sickening. Because you don't ever put in the same work that people do for you. I mean, you should feel ashamed that you've allowed it to go this far. You need to be better at this. Because honestly, I'm hurt. I'm hurt because at a certain point in time, you weren't always like this. And then something snapped and you expect everybody to do all these things to you and for you and always be there for you to prove their trust and loyalty. And it hurts me because that's not who my friend was. They weren't always like this. I just don't understand. But if you want to keep making up these stories, and if you really want to stick to them, then by all means, go do it by yourself. Because I'm sick and tired of always trying to push myself to making you feel better. I've known for a while that this was all bullshit. I really did. But what do you want me to do? I can't just make everything feel safe and perfect for you. I did it because at first you were my friend. In fact, you were like my family. But all I feel like now is just little quick moments of rush to make you feel good about yourself. What about me? What about how I feel? I like to have fun. I like to smile with my friends. And not have to worry about, another problem or another reason to be upset. Because here's the fucked up part. It's every time we're having a good time now. You can't allow even just one conversation to go without making it about you. Before, you used to be very controlled in that. Now suddenly it's like you need it all the time. It's like you became a junkie for sympathy. You need it every single moment you can. You need to be loved every single chance you get. And look, everybody wants to be loved. Everybody wants the things that you want. But the thing is that those moments are special because they're genuine. I like to have those moments too with people, but only when it's a special moment. When you have a sit down and the world is finally bearing down on you. And then your friend or the person you have a crush on or something just comes around and you have a heart-to-heart moment. You start talking to them. You start expressing how you feel, and it's a special moment. It's a moment of gratifying clarity that you won't get under every circumstance. It has to be like a special moment. But if you get it all the time, it draws people out. Why do you think people don't want to be around you anymore? Because they can't take it anymore. People are catching on to your lies. And you're being very, very obvious. Every time you do it, you're expecting people to just coddle you and make you feel good when it's hurting them. And I'm hurt. Because I really want you to be better. I really want to be able to have a sit-down conversation where we can both laugh without making it about you. But you do what you want to do. Because I can't do this anymore. If you really want to be my friend, and you really want to make this whole thing with all of us work out, then just stop this. Stop this while you still have your friends and family. Before they get tired and realize that you don't love them as much as you want them to love you. Because these are amazing and great people. They're just sticking their necks out for you every single time you have a problem. And they trust you. But you keep testing it. And you keep testing it, and then eventually, you're not going to have anything left with them. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to go, because I'm not feeling good with this conversation. I never like to make you feel bad, but you really hurt me tonight. See ya.